The air was thick with tension as the standoff unfolded in the quiet neighborhood. The woman, dressed in a bold red suit, stood defiantly in front of the heavily armored SWAT vehicle, her stance strong, her eyes burning with determination. She raised a hammer high above her head, a symbol of resistance, as the vehicle's shattered windows reflected the chaos around her. The officers, clad in full tactical gear, stood in a line behind her, their expressions serious and unwavering, as the man beside her, a SWAT officer, crossed his arms, silently observing the scene. His posture was calm, but there was an unmistakable sense of restraint in his body language. His uniform was standard, but the tension in the air made it clear that this wasn't just any routine operation. It was a clash of ideals, a battle of wills. The woman's voice echoed across the street, her words defiant and charged with emotion. "You can't keep controlling us. This is our land, our home, and we won't back down." Her voice rang out as she glared at the armored vehicle, standing in stark contrast to the well-organized line of law enforcement officers behind her. She had fought hard for this moment, battling the bureaucracy, the system that seemed to have swallowed everything she held dear. Today, she was going to make sure they understood that no amount of force could silence the voices of those who were ready to fight for their rights. The SWAT officer beside her, his gaze steady, knew the drill. He had seen it all before, the defiant protesters, the standoffs that seemed to last forever. But there was something about this moment that made it different. The woman's fierce conviction was palpable, and for a brief moment, he wondered whether she was right. Was it worth the fight? Was it worth tearing down everything for a piece of land, a piece of freedom? The surrounding officers remained poised, but in the back of their minds, they knew that this standoff wasn't just about a woman with a hammer and a broken window. It was about a message, a stand against authority, and a reminder that sometimes the fight for justice begins when the world seems to have forgotten who it's supposed to serve. The hammer, still raised high, was the symbol of resistance that had echoed through the generations. And now, it was her turn to wield it.